This is it. This is the one. The final basic endgame. Now I know it's been a while since our last session, but I really wanted to take some time off to figure out how to best demonstrate today's topic. You see, out of the 4 basic endgames in chess, this one is the toughest. And I forced myself into stalemate more times here than anywhere else. And given the complex nature of the knight and bishop endgame, I decided to divide the session into 2 videos. So today, I'm going to touch base on 4 rules I feel are very essential to this topic, and then next week, I'm going to walk you through the specific round where I was able to checkmate my opponent. Now this is a rule that applies to every single endgame. We've covered chess notation quite extensively, but there's something you should know about taking notes during the game, especially if you decide one day to play in tournaments. One move is counted with both players take action. In other words, a move made by the one playing white, followed by a move made by the one playing black, is considered overall to be one chess move. So, the 50 move rule states that either of the 2 players can claim stalemate if, for the past 50 moves, no pawn has been moved and no piece has been captured. In order to checkmate your opponent within 50 moves, you have to figure out the shortest path. As we've already established, the chessboard has 4 corners, but your bishop only has access to 2. And the knight and bishop endgame requires you to force your opponent's king into one of these 2 corners. First, you take control of the center. Then, you drive the opponent to the corner. If the king aims for the one inaccessible to your bishop, let him be, and then drive him along the edge of the board to the correct corner. As you know, 2 kings cannot stand side by side, and so placing your king 2 squares away from your opponent's is an effective strategy to push him away. Now sometimes it is your opponent who maintains opposition, but if you've got other pieces, just move one of them and the opponent will have no choice but to move the king. Once the opponents reach the edge, you're going to start forcing the king to the corner where you will checkmate. To best envision this path, it's helpful to mentally draw a triangle with its hypotenuse along the longest diagonal and its right angle being the one where you'll force checkmate. The trick is to keep the opponent's king at the edge of the board, whilst at the same time keeping him within the surface area of the triangle. And as he approaches the right angle, draw a smaller triangle and follow the same method. In total, there should be 3 triangles. So there you have it. With all this in mind, tune in next week and I'll show you the actual game. In the meantime, remember to subscribe to this channel and follow me on social media.